The Detroit Lions entering the draft, a team that is on the rise, a team that's got a pair of first-round picks thanks to the one final first-rounder from the Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford hot potato trade. What is the thing that the Lions need more than anything else in this year's draft, Chris?
Well, I mean, there's two ways you can go here. There's two things that I look at more than anything I think they're both defense, right, Mike? We talked about this a little, I think, last week or earlier this week with the Lions, the offensive side of the ball. What's there really there that you can look at and go, ooh, that's a desperate need? Tight end, maybe. There's a ton of tight ends in the draft, and I think the guys they got there are actually not bad, But I think the ones I look at more are interior D-line and then DB. And I think DB is still probably the one I'd go with most, right? That's one part of the thing we didn't talk about yesterday with the Jeff Okudah trade from the Lions to the Falcons, right? I think the one thing we didn't dive into is the effect that might have on the Lions. Yeah, they got a 5th-round pick, but I thought that screamed to me oh, hey, we're taking Devin Witherspoon at pick number 6, my guy that's my man crush out of Illinois who runs around like a heat-seeking missile and then can cover people on an island like all day long. I feel like it's setting up for that. But it's still they've made some additions to that secondary, but still a secondary that I look at and go, oh, no, they can still infuse a little more talent in there to where I went, oh, okay, now we got some players. And that's where I feel like it's lending that way to where they still need another big-time DB, and I think that's where it's going to go with pick number 6.
Let's go next level Jedi mind trick here, though.
Cool.
What if they're trying to make people think they're going to go corner at 6? Because why would you do the trade this week? Why not say, hey, Falcons, trust us here. Handshake, right? Small industry. Everybody's got to get along. People have to be able to trust each other in order to do these deals. We will trade Jeff Okudah to you for a 5th-round pick after we put our pick down. Just can we do it after round 1? Because you've now made the move that's going to make people think they're looking at corner.
Yeah.
Chris, it may be bait to try to get someone to jump them and take a corner and push down the guy they're really looking at. Maybe they're hoping Jalen Carter makes it through to number 6. They could use help in the interior defensive line.
Definitely.
And what a compliment that would be to Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, the more of those guys that you can load up front when you have a guy like Hutchinson, those other guys are going to be far more likely to be successful because Hutchinson's going to get extra attention.
I think you just answered your question right there. You answered it. Okay, somebody trades up and they jump us for Devin Witherspoon. Oh, gosh, we'll have to take Jalen Carter. Oh, no. We have to take – so I think they were willing to take that risk, let alone, right, Mike? I mean, you read those first 5 picks. I don't think anybody's – it doesn't look like it's going to be first off, rarely does anybody trade up to jump anybody for the corner position, right? It's usually a specific team that has a specific need at that position. And this year it happens that there's a guy that can kind of meet that need, even that high value in the draft, which is rare at corner. It doesn't always happen. We saw it last year with Sauce Gardner, right? But yeah, I think that's probably why. And then also there's some other corners that maybe they're comfortable with where they went, okay, wait, if somebody did jump us, we got 2 or 3 other guys that we really like a lot too. There are some good ones to go around in this draft at that position. So I would think that's their thinking. Yeah, it's a little bit of a risk, but I think maybe they're just setting the table, getting it done. Atlanta maybe wanted to, like you said, you could do the wink, wink, whatever, but maybe they wanted to make sure they got it in their hands so they don't have to worry about, wait, should we draft somebody? Do we definitely have this? And they got it done. But I don't think they're in risk of losing the guy they want at 6.
So I think we agree interior defensive line and corner are needs that they need to address, regardless of the timing of the Jeff Okudah deal. I still think they need a developmental quarterback.
I hear you there.
I don't want to turn this into the Jared Goff hater club, but when they did that trade, they didn't expect Jared Goff to be a guy that they would keep more than 2 years. And he's got 2 years left on his contract, and I think they need a plan long term. I just don't. I like how he's adjusted.
On it. Yeah.
But I don't think he fits with the Dan Campbell vision of the team. And I think that they need to be a consistent contender that can win a championship.
Right.
Jared Goff just like he did with the Rams. He'll take you to a certain level. He'll take you to a certain place, just like Kirk Cousins. He'll get you to a certain stratosphere of the NFL, but he's not the guy that's going to get you over the hump. He's not the guy that's going to outdo Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl. No. He's not the guy, and I know he beat Patrick Mahomes in that epic 2018 November 54-51 game, but that's different. I'm talking about with the entire season riding on it. Some of these guys step up, and some of them don't, and we've seen from Goff that he doesn't. So I'm sorry, it's just true. If the Lions want to be a Super Bowl contender, they need to be developing a quarterback that they think can take them there, and that's something they need to keep an eye on. And it's a luxury pick, maybe at 20. Who knows? Who knows? You address a need at 6, and you take a luxury pick at 20. Before we move on, though, too, Bijan Robinson is a guy that I'm watching.
Yeah.
For them.
Right.
Because Jamal Williams is gone. DeAndre Swift has been mixed bag.
Yeah, he's been hurt a little, too.
Again, one of these contenders is going to plug in Bijan Robinson, and we're going to be saying after one round of the draft, holy crap. That team just got a lot better.
Yeah. No, they're definitely a team that at 20 that I've gone, I don't know. You know, they did get David Montgomery, right, in free agency.
Correct.
But it ain't Bijan Robinson, to your point. And again, if this was 10, 12, 15 years ago, Bijan Robinson would definitely be a top 5 pick in the draft. So, yeah, he's going to be very good chance he could be on the board at 20. You know, now do they go, hey, let's do that, even though we're really one of the best running teams in football and have an awesome offensive line? I don't think they'll do that. I think that's where, again, they could visit whoever they didn't get in that pick number 6. Oh, we got the DB at 6, Devin Witherspoon. Now 20, we can maybe look at D tackle, or vice versa. Oh, we got this guy, we got the D tackle at 6. Now we got a DB at 20 we like. I would imagine it going that way because just, damn, their defense needs help. I mean, they turned it around a little at the end of the year, but, I mean, if I remember correctly, it was still the worst defense in football, right, Mike? I mean, and it wasn't even – well, it was close. Your Vikings challenged them a little bit, but it was the worst defense in football, and they were horrible at stopping the run, and that's where I get back into that D-line conversation that you just brought up.
By the way, speaking of running backs in the top 5, I had a vision back in 2005 where there was not 1, not 2, but 3 running backs taken in the top 5. Can you name them?
Oh, I can, because one of them was my buddy, and RIP to him, okay, and Cedric Benson, right, who I was in Tampa, and I was telling, John Gruden and company about Cedric Benson all the time. I think we were going to take him. But the Bears took him, I think, the pick before us, Cadillac Williams, and then Ronnie Brown. That would be the top 3 right there. Pretty remarkable, right, where we've come from those days.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And Cedric Benson went to the Bears.
Yep.
So we'll pivot to the Bears. But you're right. The running backs don't get taken high. There won't be – if Bijan Robinson is top 10, it would be maybe number 10, or somebody trades up to number 9 to cut the line in front of the Eagles to take him. But would have been top 5 in past years. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.